Everyone, today we're going to talk all about our favorite ports of the year. I did 9 cruises this year on 8 different ships. We saw a plethora of ports, and today we're going to count them down from 12 to 1. Let's go. Hey everyone, Johnny from Byte Size Cruises. Today we're going to talk all about our favorite ports of the year. We're going to count down from 12 to 1. These are not embarkation ports. I'm going to do a separate video, I think, on places to embark from, my favorites of those. Who knows, maybe we'll see if I get it done by the end of the year. But today we're going to talk about ports that we actually stopped at after embarkation. So it's going to knock out a bunch of ports that we left from this year, like Miami. I left from Brooklyn this year. I left from New York, New Jersey, Galveston, a few others. Who knows? So let's get into our top 12 ports of the year. Starting at number 12, these are a couple honorable mentions. Port Canaveral. Why is it last on my list? There is absolutely nothing to do there if you're there for like 6 hours. Where you get off in the port, depending on what terminal you're at, if you're at 1 or 3. If you're terminal 1, there are a few shops and restaurants there, but largely nothing that you could walk to or enjoy yourself. You would literally need to get in a Uber or a Lyft. Take you 15 minutes to get to Cocoa Beach, which I've done, which we went to and worked at Starbucks. You could go and see like the Space Coast things like NASA. I've done that before. Those things are perfectly acceptable. You could take a 15-minute Uber or Lyft ride to Target or Walmart there. Otherwise, there's nothing there. If you get off at Terminal 3, it's just a little bit further down, you can go to the Jetty Beach, which is fine. It's a fine little place to go to. And again, you can take an Uber or a Lyft and wander out. My biggest issue with Port Canaveral is you just don't have enough time unless you get there at 8 in the morning and you stay till 8 at night, which you usually don't if you're leaving from New York or New Jersey. You get there around noon, 1 o'clock by the time you get off the ship. You don't have time to get to the Disney Universal experience over there. It just takes too long. It'll take you about an hour to get there, an hour back. So you would feel rushed. We've done it. We've done Universal. We've done Epcot. It is a struggle to do it and to get back. And for that reason, it's number 12. Port number 11 for me this year is Nassau. There's nothing inherently wrong with Nassau. People complain about it. I actually enjoy Nassau. I enjoy walking through the new port now. I enjoy wandering through the city. There are really good places to eat there. There are some fine beaches there. You can head over to Atlantis. We will soon have the new Royal Caribbean Beach Club there. But for me, I just go to Nassau a lot. So I kind of feel like been there, done that, and I've seen pretty much everything there. So for me, it feels homey and comfortable, but it's not exciting anymore, if you get what I mean. So number 11. Number 10, Tortola, beautiful island, not really a lot going on there. I am not a huge beach person, oddly enough. Go on a lot of cruises. Don't love sitting on the beach. I do enjoy the beach if there's like umbrellas and I can read and not be in direct sunlight for 6 hours. But for me, Tortola, not a ton going on there. Perfectly beautiful island. Just 10 in my list, that's all. Number 9, Roatan, Honduras. There are a lot of fun things to do here. You can go check out some monkeys and sloths. There are a bunch of fun things. I enjoy Roatan. I didn't do much when I was there. The weather wasn't great this year, so for that reason, it just dropped down a little bit on the list for me this year, which is totally okay. But Roatan, Honduras does have a lot of fun things to do there. Next on my list, 8 is Cozumel. I enjoy walking around a little bit in Cozumel in the port area. But otherwise, I feel like in Cozumel, you really need to do a resort for a day or do an excursion, and I didn't do either of those things this year. I just kind of wandered around. My goal this year was to wander ports a little bit more, to kind of gather a little more information about the ports themselves. And I feel like it would have been better if I had done something a little more interesting there and maybe would have pushed it up a little bit. But for sure, it's a good place to do a resort for a day or to hang out and do something fun like snorkeling, things like that. Next on my list, number 7, St. Thomas. I had a great time in St. Thomas. Went up and did the little Paradise Point tramp, whatever those things are, cable cars, whatever it is that it looks like the little ski resort things that takes you up. I love that. I had a great time there. I did walk around the port a lot. There are tons of shopping, tons of different fun things to do in St. Thomas. And then you can always take a ferry to St. John, which is amazing. But number 7 for me this year. Number 6 for me, sadly, Costa Maya, which is basically going to be going away shortly because that is going to become Perfect Day Mexico. I enjoy the port at Costa Maya. There's a great, robust port area. I'm not a huge fan of doing like weird excursions. So I love getting out and being able to walk off the ship and go do something for an inexpensive or even like a decently inexpensive amount of money. And there they have a few pools. There's a lot of things going on by the port there. There's food, there's drinks, there's some entertainment. I really enjoyed Costa Maya. We had a great time there when we were there, and sadly, it will be going away soon. Next up, number 5, Puerto Plata. If you haven't been to Puerto Plata in the last few years, there's a whole new port there. There's a lazy river there that is free. You just go, get in line, and get your little float. There are a lot of shops there. The port area is huge now. I really enjoy that, and there are a ton of excursions and fun things to do in the Dominican Republic, like coffee and chocolate and a bunch of different things. So for that reason, it's pretty high on my list. I really like Puerto Plata. And there's going to be some new ports now in Dominican Republic as well. You have La Romana. So Dominican Republic really moving up on my list, and I enjoy it there. Next up for me, number 4, I didn't get to go to Great Stirrup Cay this year. We missed it. We also missed Ocean Cay, missed all the private islands this year, but we did get to go to Harvest Key in Belize, which is one of Norwegian's private islands. I love this island. Great mix of culture and relaxation and some beach and some fun things to do. Great food there. My only complaint with this private island is your key card doesn't work on the island, so you have to pay for food and drinks, which is a little bit of a bummer, but beautiful pools, beautiful beaches, really fun time there. Really underrated for me, I think, private island. Next up, number 3, San Juan. I love San Juan. It's consistently one of my favorite ports. I love getting off in the middle of a city and being able to walk around and try the food, experience the culture. There are some forts there that you can go check out. Plenty of excursions. But if you love food and you love to experience the culture of a country, San Juan is a great port. You can get off and you're just bang right downtown in the area. Next up, number 2, the private island extraordinaire, Perfect Day at Coco Cay. I love it there. It rained there every time I was there this year, but I still had a great time. I did the Hideaway Beach this year, which is not my vibe, but it's beautiful. And did Coco Beach Club in October with Judy. She loved it. I loved it. I love Coco Beach Club. I love Perfect Day at Coco Cay. And for that reason, it is number 2. Number 1 on my list. What else could it be? My favorite place to stop this year was Bermuda. I think I spent 6 days in Bermuda this year, and I loved every single one of them. You get some old culture in St. George, you get some good shopping in Hamilton, and you get the Royal Naval Dockyard there if you just want to wander around and do some fun things. Really love it there. It is a great place to visit. It is a great port. There are great excursions there. You have Sea Glass Beach. You have so many things to see and do there. Don't think you can go wrong when you go to Bermuda. Those are my top ports of the year. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What are some great ports that you've been to this year? If you are new here to our channel, thanks so much for coming in to check us out. We're a travel agency. We're just trying to give you the best information possible about cruising so that you can plan to go on an amazing cruise vacation. Come along with us, subscribe to the channel, and enjoy the rest of your brand new year. Thanks, everyone. Happy cruising. Bye.